Cynthia, the most iconic champion with the Pokemon to match. However, there is something that would make her team even better if they were all shiny Pokemon. So I decided to make this a reality by catching every Pokemon she's ever owned shiny across all of the Switch games. And I hope you're ready, because you're about to witness some of my most consistently insane luck I've ever had, with just a few exceptions, which ended up being some of my most miserable shiny hunts I've ever done. The first Pokemon I set out for was Feebas, and unfortunately my only real choice for hunting this was my mortal enemy, the Masuda method. Although a very simple and brainless shiny hunt in theory, with all you needing to do is obtain a foreign Ditto and breed your Pokemon of choice, my luck hasn't been the best with it in the past, to say the least. So despite being a little terrified, I jumped into it straight away with my expectations at an all-time low, but to my surprise and only a couple of hours of hatching eggs, this happened. Oh my god! I got it so quick! Please tell me I'm recording. Oh my god, I'm recording. Okay. I did not expect to get this quickly. Oh my god. I was just watching Pokemon Horizons because I needed to catch up on it. I haven't watched it in a couple months. I had like 10 episodes to get through. So I'm just grinding this out off stream and oh my god, the first egg of the batch? Right, what nature is it gonna be? I'm gonna go hasty. That's ribbons. Quirky, okay. It nods off a lot. That would make sense. It is 2 in the morning. I can't believe I got it so quickly. My Masuda luck is so bad. I was expecting to take like a week on this. Let's go, dude. Oh, that's such a good shiny too. For once, I actually got lucky with the Masuda method hunt. And after evolving into my Milotic, we got the first of 12 Pokemon we'll be hunting today. My next plan was to take a journey into the past to Hisui to hunt Roserade or any of its evolution line through random encounters. But first, I had some work to do in order to boost my odds. First of all, I needed to re-obtain the shiny charm, and thankfully I was already really close and knocked that out in a couple hours. However, that's not all I could do. In Legends Arceus, there's research tasks you can complete for each Pokemon in the Pokédex, with the higher level of completion making your chances better to find that Pokemon shiny. If you have none of its Pokédex completed, it's the base 1 in 4096 odds, but if you get it to level 10, it doubles your chances at 1 in 2048, and ultimately when you complete it, it doubles again to a 1 in 1024 chance. I decided it would be best to only perfect the Roserade for now, as you see at least a dozen of its pre-evolutions throughout the route I took, whereas you only see the one Alpha Roserade, and although it'd be awesome to get that, I'm just looking for anything in the line. However, this is a unique case as we'll be hunting multiple Alphas in this video, including her ace Garchomp, but more on that later. But with everything set in stone, it was time to start hunting, and despite the odds being in our favour, this would not come as easily as Feebas. Oh! What's that? Oh, it's a Krogunk. Imagine it was the Alpha, dude, that would have been cold. Where though? Oh, Bibero! I'm not gonna bother bloody looking at this too much, but shiny Bibero is pretty cool, right? That's not something I was expecting from us. It's not like you're going to phase on a Masuda hunt, but overall a very solid start, but then something interesting happened. Spiritomb is an extremely hard Pokemon to come by in basically every game since its release, and conveniently it spawns in massive mass outbreaks in the same place we're hunting the Roserade line. But I decided to not focus on this too much for now, as they're just so infrequent, and in the meantime something else shined, but there was a problem with this. You might have noticed in the Bibero clip earlier that it didn't include the initial reaction to me hearing the shiny sound, and that's because my recording software decided it would be really funny to make every clip I recorded for this hunt under 2 minutes. Which doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but typically this came back to bite me. On screen is a shiny Roselia that I found before realising my clips weren't working properly, which as you can imagine was incredibly infuriating to discover when I realised I didn't clip it in time. As this only took a few hours to get initially, I just decided to rehunt it, but of course this didn't come without a few phases. Oh wait, that's another shiny. Wait, don't tell me it was J Flash's video. I'm gonna be fuming if it was J Flash's video. Oh wait, no it wasn't. It was a shiny Cricketune. I'm watching J-Flash is every shiny pseudo video, and for a second, because he literally just put the Alpha Garchomp up on screen, I was like, oh my god, what if it's that, but no. I'm so glad I didn't get baited by a video. What the? My problem is with this kind of thing, right, is that I get so many quick shinies, and then I don't find anything for ages. Hi, Bidoof. There we go. Again, I'm still watching that J-Flash video. I think I made it like 5 minutes further. But yeah, on with Shiny Hunt. But eventually, this cursed Shiny Hunt finally came to an end. Wait. Okay, I need to catch this quick. Oh my god, okay. This is in the exact spot that I found the last one. I need to hurry up because it's nighttime and it's gonna despawn. Oh my god, please stay on the ball. Thank god, okay. Oh my god, bro, that was so scary for a second. Alright, so here's our original Shiny Roserade that we found like an hour or two ago. And then here is our new Roselia. Fun fact, actually, I phased on the Bidoof in an outbreak, but I didn't want to count it because it wasn't the second wave, so it wouldn't have been like an alpha or anything special. So we got all three, just trying to get one of them, so that's pretty cool, right? Of course, this wasn't great to deal with, but let's just say this was light work compared to some of the others later in the video. With my OBS settings fixed and a load of stress off of my shoulders, I decided to cash in one of the Scarlet and Violet hunts, with my Pokemon of choice being Riolu. As we all know very well by now, Scarlet and Violet have the best way to exclusively hunt singular Pokemon with shiny sandwiches. We'll be making a sandwich that has 1 cucumber and 4 sets of pickles to create a Sparkling Power 3 fighting type sandwich, and wandering around just under Cortondo allows us to almost exclusively hunt Riolu, with the exception of a few Pawmi at 1 in 683 odds. And as expected, this didn't take all that long. Aha! That was a refreshing 14-minute hunt. The beauty of this game is that it could be marked, so we'll see how that goes. Get over here, boy. Beautiful shiny. Now this is a Pokemon that you can Quick Ball and you won't get slaughtered in the comments. Maybe. Well, I caught it with a Quick Ball, so cry about it. Is it marked and what nature is it going to be? I'm going to guess it's hardy. Actually, no, I'm going to guess it's serious. It's lonely. Well, that's pretty cool. Now I know my clips are working, I can save this and not be worried. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you all. I initially only hunted a Platinum team, but after doing some research, it turns out she has double the Pokemon, and some of them are really weird. Like, why does she have a Braviary? I only mention this because I had recently reset both my Scarlet and Violet files to do a Living Dex over on Twitch, which you should definitely check out, by the way. So in the meantime, I'm forced to hunt this on Legends Arceus and then transfer it later to evolve it to the right version of Braviary. I'll mostly be doing the same encounter method as how we got Roselia earlier, but I'll definitely check into some outbreaks when they pop up. And as you can imagine, this came with a few phases. Ooh. Wait. What just... Oh, but after a couple of hours, the game knew what it needed to do. Oh! Bird! That didn't take as long as I thought it was going to, I'll be honest. Let's quickly do this, and then go like... I missed! How did I miss? I thought this was genuinely going to take me like 5 hours. What is it with this video and me just getting super lucky? Please don't tell me Porygon takes 8 years. Nice. Another under odds hunt. I was kind of hoping I would take a while so I could phase on the Alpha Gardevoir, but oh well. As for the nature guess, I'm gonna guess, let's go with serious. It's sassy. I mean, it's close enough. I did say in the intro that I hunted on every Switch game, and you're probably wondering, out of all of the Pokemon Cynthia owns, which ones can even be hunted in the Let's Go games? And yeah, Glaceon could technically be hunted through Eevee, however, I did want to find it shiny fully evolved in Scarlet and Violet, which we'll do later, so who else is left? Believe it or not, when you rematch her after Stark Mountain, for some bizarre reason she has a Porygon Z, and this is the only time she's ever had one.
And funny enough, I've always wanted to hunt Porygon in these games through getting a small catch combo and then going in and out of Route 7, so this was a dream hunt for me to finally do. I also opted to ride on Onyx just in case there were any shinies flying above me that I couldn't see, and this ended up not working out in my favour.
Hello. I have been hunting for 10 minutes. That is insane. Now this isn't inherently bad until you realise I closed the game without saving and lost this guy. And then this happened. Oh, I have been back at this for 2 minutes. I've just found a shiny Charizard. What is this, dude? It's like the Spider-Man meme, bro. Wait, oh no, I'm gonna have to catch, oh no. That's not where you go. I might actually fail this. You're supposed to like use a second controller, and I'm not using that right now. I think that's the last throw I can do, otherwise I've just failed a shiny Charizard. No! 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 Ah! You know, it's fine. I've already got one. Don't need one. Stupid thing anyway. I'll continue that hunt tomorrow, but for now, I'm gonna get some rest. This is the first hunt that is intentionally gone to the second day, so that's when you know I'm probably gonna go over odds for once. Unless I just get it, like, the first frame tomorrow. Oh, that's a shiny rat.
With a shiny Rattata and a lot of confidence, I had a feeling the next shiny would come soon, but whether it was actually what I wanted or not was completely left up to fate.
What? Under odds. 651 encounters. Please don't fail this. Please don't fail this. Right. I've never actually really caught one of these. Oh my god. Right, okay. There we go. Oh no. It wasn't central. 1, 2, 3. Please. Yes! We caught it first try, thank god. Let's go, dude. Shiny Porygon. That's my first ever shiny Porygon. That's so cool, dude. As for its nature, I'm gonna go timid. No real reason, but yeah. I'm gonna go timid. It's careful. Man, my luck so far, touch wood, has been insanely good. Let's keep that up.
I wanted to try out something new for the next hunt and decided to work on the Poke Radar for the first time to catch Shellos in Valley Windworks. The Poke Radar actually has multiple different versions depending on which game you play, but I'll only describe the BDSP one as that's the one we'll be using. You use the radar and encounter a Pokemon through one of 4 patches of grass, and when you find the Pokemon you want to hunt, you catch it, and then continue the chain by running to the farthest patch of grass and catch that Pokemon, and repeat the process. Going up to a 40 chain gives you the best chance to find a shiny Pokemon at 1 in 99, but with every Pokemon you catch you have a 7% chance to break the chain, and in BDSP this totals to only a 5% chance to get to 40, so most people settle in the late teens or early 20s. Of course, to avoid breaking the chain you also spam repels to not have a Pachirisu ruin your day, so after setting up an 18 chain it was essentially just a waiting game, and after just under an hour of hunting something showed up.
Oh my god, that's a shiny patch. And because it's the farthest away, shiny Shellos by the way, look at this. There's a chance that the chain continues, so I might try and get 2. Under odds again. Like, what is going on? That was 760 encounters. And wow. I can't believe I'm going under odds on every single hunt. I believe the odds are 1 in 1927. As for Shellos, I'm gonna guess a sassy nature. Sassy or careful, I think. Hardy. Okay, fair enough.
I did also get the second one a little under 15 minutes later to complete the line, so that's pretty cool. After evolving Shellos up to Gastrodon, I returned to Scarlet and Violet to go for Tynamo, but when I was date skipping to get a Tynamo outbreak, I actually found the Glaceon one first, so I thought I'd knock that out in the meantime.
And this might have been the best decision I made yet, knowing how that went. But this wasn't great either.
Glaceon and Leafeon infamously don't have that great shinies, and because I was extremely tired, this essentially made it a guessing game for a good hour as the lighting really threw me off.
No. Is that... Wait. That's the shiny, right? That has to be the shiny. Please? How was that not the shot? It was so much brighter! Oh my god, bro.
Hello.
That it?
Have you had a work-related incident recently?
Oh, yes, man. I'm too tired. I'm going to bed. I'll do one more set of encounters. Wait, that's it. Oh my god. Never mind. Never mind. Not going to bed just yet. I was genuinely like, you know, I'll give it one more chance just in case, and it was fully worth it. Catch this in a dive ball. Fast ball. 1, 2. Okay. Let's go with Premier Ball. I'm just gonna catch it in a normal ball, bro. I know I should color code it, but like, you know what I mean. I should keep it. Oh, I don't know. Bro, I've been up 15 hours at this point. I'm absolutely shattered. I've been ill. Please just get on the ball so I can go to bed, Glaceon. Please. There we go. Nice, let's go. That was way more noticeable than I thought. I was looking for like a really minimalistic difference, but I definitely didn't miss any. I was worried I was going to. I'm gonna guess it's gonna have a mark because I'm just swag like that, and it's gonna have an uncommon mark, but it's also gonna be gentle. You guys ain't ready. I've just got that swag. I'm going to bed, bro.
We're just over halfway there now, so I decided to return to Legends Arceus to try and finally close out the Spiritomb hunt we started so long ago.
Initially, my goal was to just do as many outbreaks as possible until I found one, but after only finding 3 outbreaks in the multiple hour hunt for the Budu line, I realised that the permutation method was the only way to do this.
This is a method where you find an outbreak of your choice that has a second wave of Pokemon, and instead of just trying to catch everything, you do something slightly different each time. So for example, the first time you would catch all 9 Spiritomb and then check the second wave, but if you kill the first Spiritomb and then catch the rest, allowing you to get a fresh set of Pokemon for each permutation you do. If you're wondering how you keep track of all the permutations, there is a website that acts like a checklist that I'll leave in the description if you want to try the method yourself. Anyways, after running between Jubilife Village and the Crimson Mirelands for an hour and a half, I finally found the outbreak I was looking for.
Yes, there's a second wave. Okay. This is good. This is good.
I decided to stream this to hopefully get the best shiny in Pokemon Legends Arceus, but little did I realise how productive this stream would end up being.
Alright. Hello, what is up, people? Today, we are going to be shiny hunting Spiritomb with the permutation method. Yeah. Suggestions, do 78. I mean, we could mix that up, actually. That could be cool. I didn't even think to, like, randomize them. Just, like, doing them in a row made a lot of sense. Yeah, we could do random ones. I see streamers do that, and they get it so fast. Okay, I'll take your word for it.
And little did I know, only 2 permutations later, this happened.
Oh, yes! We got it, dude! Oh my god, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Yes, let's go, dude! And there it is. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe we actually got it. I was not expecting to get it at all, by the way. And we wouldn't have if you didn't suggest that. I can't lie. I don't think I was getting to 44 this stream. Dude, this shiny is so cool. I'm so excited to send this out. And here we have a shiny Alpha Spiritomb. Bro, look at that. You can't tell me that's not awesome, bro. I've never had a shiny Spiritomb before, so getting an Alpha as the first one is just beautiful. What nature is the question? I was thinking timid. I'm gonna go with timid. And modest. Wait, that's insane. I was actually thinking I'm gonna go for a special attack boosting nature, and I couldn't think of this one. I was thinking of this one, but I couldn't remember the name, so I went with timid. That's awesome, dude. Oh my god.
Once we finished the Spiritomb hunt, I thought it'd be fun to revisit the Pokéradar in BDSP and target one of her stronger Pokemon, Togekiss. Togepi is actually a Pokéradar exclusive encounter on Route 230, and I managed to get an 18 chain once again, and it didn't take long to get what we were looking for.
Aha! We got it! We got one. Nice! There it is. That's beautiful. I can't believe we got that like that quickly. Question is, what Pokeball? Premier Ball? That could be cool. Nice. And if our chain is still going, I might as well try and get 2 more, right? Alright, any nature guesses? Hasty? I'm gonna go serious. Grumpy? That's not a nature, bro. Doesn't have any ribbons. And And... Bro, where is it? Oh, it's a neutral nature. Quirky. A quirky little Togepi, that's cute.
This all happened within the space of 2.5 hours, which felt super lucky, and yet we still had better to come, and the opposite, but mostly good. With only a few Pokemon left before the ultimate finale, I thought it'd be best to test my luck again with the Masuda method, as it's the only way to conveniently hunt Jangmo-o on the Switch without another Scarlet and Violet hunt. And considering I got Feebas so fast, I thought, screw it, might as well. And honestly, going into this hunt, I was scared it was going to take a week with how good my luck had been recently, so I sat down for a really long grind.
Oh, there's no way! I had a feel, I looked over and there was part of me that was like, maybe this one will be shiny. Oh my god. Bro, what is my luck this video? Masuda has never been my friend ever. What do you mean I got a shiny? Let's guess a nature and then clip it. Let's go with Quiet, because I'm just watching Johnston's video on every Unova Pokemon, and his last shiny was Quiet, so... Hardy. That's pretty sick.
Something that makes this now shiny Kommo-o even cooler is that it's a square shiny, which is a 1 in 16 chance of happening through the Masuda method. For the penultimate shiny of the video, we have to finish up Electros, as saving Garchomp for last makes the most sense, so I returned to date skipping to look for either a Dynamo or Electric Outbreak.
But little did I realise this would be the most boring, lengthy, and miserable grind I've ever had to do in Scarlet and Violet.
First of all, let's play a game. Out of these two Dynamo on screen, which one do you think is shiny? The one on the left or the one on the right? If you said the one on the left, you'd be wrong because it's actually neither of them. This is its real shiny, and considering how tiny they are in this game, you can imagine why this was a big problem. To make this even worse, the outbreak I found of Dynamo, after an hour of date skipping might I add, is over water, so any chance of noticing the slight difference is just gone.
Sure, I could have gone and hunted it in the DLC, but remember what I said earlier?
I had recently reset both my Scarlet and Violet files to do a living dex over on Twitch, which you should definitely check out by the way.
You could say I was slightly regretting that about now.
My initial strategy was knocking out 60 Pokemon of the outbreak and encountering each Dynamo after resetting spawns, but after 8 hours on and off of nothing and a few rants in between,
I feel like I've only had like 300 encounters. I'm just doing this so brainlessly. This is the most miserable hunt I've had to do by far. And it's not even because it's taken a while, it's because there's no excitement when I look at one. Like, I'm not gonna know until I run into the thing. Like, there's no joy or excitement in this hunt. Hopefully it doesn't take all day, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
I realised if I wanted this video out before Legends Necrozma, let alone Legends EA, I'd have to switch up my strategy, and after a simple Google, I realised there was a method that was definitely way better than what I was doing. It still required knocking out 60 Pokemon, which I realised I hadn't even done in the 8 hours I was hunting, but instead of trying to encounter each individual Dynamo and then running away and resetting the spawns, they said to save the game far from their spawn points, then run in and KO each Dynamo until the outbreak was knocked out, and then soft reset your game and repeat the process.
A soft reset hunt in Scarlet and Violet wasn't something I was expecting to do, but if it works, best believe I'm going to give it a try.
But at long last, after 12 hours of on and off hunting and a few mental breakdowns, I finally got what I was looking for.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That was the most miserable shiny hunt of my entire life. Oh my god. Quick ball, I don't care, man. I just do not care. Don't you dare waste any more balls. Good. Oh my god, that was so miserable! I hope I didn't, like, hear that wrong, because if I did, I'm going to be really betrayed by my own ears. That was shiny, right? It was. Amen. There is a god. I'm religious now. The nature, I'm going to guess, is wanker, tosser, dickhead, one of those. What do you mean? Mild? Yeah, anything but mild, you twat.
Thankfully, Electros' shiny isn't as much of a hate crime as its pre-evolutions, so I can say it was at least half worth the time, but I never want to see a Dynamo ever again. And here we are, the ultimate hunt of the video for what I teased earlier, being the Alpha Garchomp in the Alabaster Icelands. Before I actually started shiny hunting it, I decided it would be best to perfect its dex entry similar to Roserade, which took way longer than I thought because some psychopath decided decided it would be funny to make one of its research tasks to use 100 strong style moves, and because it took so long, this didn't come without a few surprises.
I wonder how many phases I'm gonna get. Bro, what? I haven't even started the hunt yet! What? There's no way. My level 85 Garchomp just lost to a level 37 Skorupi. I can't be bothered, bro.
But once that was done, I began the final grind. My plan was to go from Jubilife Village to the Alabasta Icelands, fast travel to the Ice Peak Arena, and then fly from there to its spawn point at the edge of the map, resulting in about 60 encounters an hour. Which is pretty good, but I actually found a way more efficient method. You want to find a massive mass outbreak in the Alabasta Icelands, and once it ends, you go to where the alpha spawns that you want to hunt and save the game, and then soft reset in that place, and when you reload into the game, a fresh alpha will spawn each time, which makes us go from 60 to 120 encounters per hour. With this setup, all we had to do was wait until it fell into our lap.
Oh, what? There's no way, bro! And the odds again? What?
225 encounters!
There's no way, bro. This has been the most consistent and insane luck I've ever had. That took 2 hours of soft resetting. I'm in genuine disbelief.
Somehow, someway, I almost got this in the exact same encounters as Feebas. I did say in the intro that my luck was consistent, but that's still ridiculous.
What? I literally overestimated every single hunt because I didn't want to set my expectations too high and then get really unlucky. Wow, that is beyond absurd. Fine, I guess I'll take it if I have to. Nature guess. I'm gonna guess adamant. It's calm. Minus attack. Boo, boring.
And just like that, we have caught every Pokemon Cynthia owns shiny. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a comment down below on what trainer's team I should shiny hunt next. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Bye bye.